Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to an episode of Cookiecast. Today on Cookiecast, it's our football podcast. You can't see the forest for the trees. It's a special episode, and we've got special guests. We're joined by both host Paul Williams and co-host James Panas, but two special guests in the form of Stuart Woodmansey and Matthew Moore. So here we go. This is Cookiecast. You can't see the forest for the trees.
Is that garbage?
Yes.
Garbage.
I think I'm paranoid.
Yeah.
Knew it.
They, of course,
Welcome to music. Oh no, sorry.
They've of course done it. They're doing a reunion tour as well.
Of course they are.
Jesus Christ.
Don't think I
Is
can
he
sing
there
another
as well?
Garbage song.
Pardon?
Is he there as well?
The world is not enough.
Yeah, well, apparently so.
That was a Bond.
Bond.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, they did a Bond theme.
Yeah.
The world is not enough.
Dude, Madonna did a Bond theme, come on.
Wings did a Bond thing.
Yeah.
Drum.
It's not a bad one actually. They were
Live and
all
Let Die.
drunk.
Yeah.
What was the Duran Duran one?
View to a Kill, wasn't it?
I think Guns N' Roses do one.
That was Live and Let Die, wasn't it?
Guns N'
No,
Roses
Live and
covered
Live and Let Die
Die.
was Wings on it.
Yeah, but
Definitely
Guns N'
Paul
Roses
McCartney.
did a cover of it later on, though, didn't they?
Wings, the band the Beatles wish they were.
Only the band
Well-
the Beatles could have been.
Yes.
What's your favourite Beatles album? Ooh, tricky. I'd have to say
Depends
the
how.
best of the Beatles.
Depends how much I want to spill my drink as on that glorified coaster.
Abbey Road.
Stu doesn't like the Beatles.
Don't think I'm
Abbey Road's
alone
the
in
best
that.
one.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it
But
though?
right,
So
just
in the argument, Beatles or Stones, I'm always like, what argument?
Neither.
It's the Stones.
Are we just taking all the bad music and putting it in a...
I don't mind the Stones. I don't mind the Beatles, to be fair.
I'm
Take
very
them or leave
much
them, to
in-
be honest
I'm
with
very much in that camp. I mean, you know, they've both. I mean, the Stones are the better band. But
Welcome to the football podcast.
guess there's the intro. Come on, Matt. And for the second time today, ladies and gentlemen, he's been put on the spot.
Not the penalty spot.
I feel all out of
Terrible.
sorts because.
Welcome to the football podcast, which has the worst title of all.
What? I thought I went into that.
You can't, no, and you should have been
Shots
keeping an eye on this
fired.
bastard because he was. You can't see the forest for the trees. That means his club. You can't see forest due to his
It's a
shite
pun.
club.
It's a
It's
pun.
better than what we... It was Mark 2, wasn't it? What was Mark 1?
We can take that out.
You can't
It's
see the smog for the trees.
It was, you can't see the forest for the smog. And it was like, hang on.
No. What was it?
What?
I'm
And then
sure
it was
we
just
all
like,
remember
it
the
was like,
story
hang on a
of
second,
the,
there's an actual saying called you can't see the forest for the trees.
The pun, when I first
So-
read it, I was like, the pun's good. I'm like, but hang on a minute.
You
I feel like
Anybody feel like it's gone up a degree or two? Just,
You can't see the forest
Matty,
for the
it's just-
trees. Well,
When we
fuck
came...
you, forest at the top of the table.
I was just saying, when we came up for it, Middles were in the ascendancy, weren't they?
Well, it was in the heady days of
Not-
the Pulis era.
Not
so,
anymore.
total football.
have you still got that scoreboard? Mark that one down again. Because
Total football.
The days where they
totally shit.
When they couldn't possibly drop
Ajax.
out the playoffs.
There was absolutely no way.
Yeah.
Playoffs. Sorry, I'll just rip off that one and put the next one on.
No.
It just needs to
In
be
vain.
there. There's absolute. There's no way. ...
We established that, you know, Andy said that there was going to be T-shirts for the podcast.
Yeah.
Mine was going to be, there is absolutely no way ... and just a Velcro
Velcro
section.
strip with like
So I
stickers.
could just add
Yeah.
the latest.
It'd be better than that
to
one he
the,
wanted to do with that picture he got of you.
Was that one of me like sort of like doing that or something?
What was it? It was a really awful picture.
That's
that
every
you
day,
got, wasn't it?
you've taken up the clarinet, Paul. Is that it?
The
The
skin
purple
flew.
over. So,
Good God.
we'll talk about last week in football, and obviously at no point will the word racism be mentioned. Will it, James?
This might be the first week in a long time where we haven't covered it. Can't remember anything coming out this weekend.
Everyone's looking at me now.
We're all looking at
Right,
this.
that's
Our
right.
favourite subject.
It's working. Our podcast is reaching the masses.
I didn't watch football this weekend when I found out Forest were playing.
No, I'm not playing anymore.
I wish I had not bothered with the football this weekend when I found out Middlesbrough were playing.
So I had to do. So has anything happened? I mean, other than racism.
I
think you've got to say the Leicester score.
Oh,
Yeah.
my word, yes.
Do we need to address the fact that Matt's here?
Yeah, well, obviously.
Can somebody do that while I just look through it?
So joining us this week is the
It's James.
almost regular fourth person, that guy in the corner,
Fourth wheel.
Stu,
Bad penny.
and making his first appearance on the football podcast, I believe.
live here.
He's
Or
done it
live
on the
in
phone.
person.
I've been on the phone.
Apologies.
I was on the phone
He's been
when you
live by
appointed O'Neill to
satellite.
be the
Jesus.
doom, the grey cloud above it to rain on it and make vicious predictions of Roy Keane burning down the stadium, which he nigh on did as he walked out the door.
If I remember, I think I was here in person for that, and
Yeah.
James was relatively optimistic
He was
for
very
about
optimistic.
45 seconds, and then Matt just killed it.
I get too much.
You're
I get too
the
excited.
eternal optimist, aren't you? And obviously this guy.
We need these people. We need the yin and
Until the
yang.
last 3 games, I thought we were definitely going to win the league.
Oh, Jesus.
And to shit in 3 games,
No.
and one of them we didn't even turn up.
Oh, dear. But yes, welcome to
This was the
Cast of the
result
Forest
of
for the
Adam's
teas with
student.
guests.
So I'm like,
We've got the breaking news as well, haven't we?
Oh, yes.
What's the breaking news?
Should it be delivered by a gloating Forest fan?
With a big grin on her face. Richard Keogh, the biggest wanker in Derby, has been sacked. So
Matt,
no
tell us how you're
longer.
feeling.
Oh, he's a tosser. Jesus Christ.
Is that slander or...?
What, he's a wanker and a tosser?
I'm
No, when
What was he
when-
just
when
been
it's
sacked
active,
for?
I'm
Drink driving?
sure
I
Do you know
think
what
drink
makes
driving.
it
Being sacked for
worse?
drink driving makes you a wanker or a tosser.
Yeah, pretty much.
Maybe it was in the plan because they cancelled Milosevic's contract, didn't they, a couple of days ago?
Yeah. Oh, God,
So
if
do
you
you think
sign
they're
him.
going to sign him as a replacement?
Can you imagine? Oh, God.
I always said when there was always rumours about Forest signing Robbie Savage that if they ever sign Robbie Savage, until he leaves the club, I have no football team anymore because I can't stand Robbie Savage. Now, if he signs for Forest, I'm done forever. It's just that's it. There's no coming back from that because he's just been.
There are those players out there. There are those players that you just pray never sign for your club.
It's those players that you see and you're just like, look at him. He's
Joey Barton.
Yes.
like when there was a rumour of him signing for Forest, I was like, no, let's not sign him. It just makes you miserable because he's going to do something twattish and you're just going to hate the club.
he's gonna
you're going to
be
hate him
smoking.
and therefore you're going to hate the club and then you kind of start hating yourself a little bit. And you're like,
He's going to be smoking a cigar. He's going to see someone dying. He's going to think, do you know what? That's the perfect place for me to put this cigar in.
Yeah, I can't help myself.
or
Still
fight a
is my
fellow
favourite
manager in the tunnel and try and drive
football
away.
Oh, has anybody got an ashtray?
So the breaking news was that thanks to our friends at the BBC Sport, Derby County have sacked captain Richard Keogh for gross misconduct over his involvement in a crash that has led to the arrest of 2 of his teammates. The 2 other players involved.
Tom Lawrence and Mason Bennett.
So wasn't this what we discussed?
Ages back.
When it happened.
Yeah.
I want someone to explain what his
I was gonna
gross
say what-
misconduct
yeah.
is because as far as I know, Bennett and Lawrence were the ones driving pissed up.
Well,
He was just pissed.
unfortunately, I don't think you're going to get that explanation because the club have said that the offer was there for him to accept lower wages. The cynic in me likes to think that they've probably just thought, we need to bin this guy off anyway, so they've maybe used this as the out. But
So they've only got a couple of months until the wage bill rises dramatically, aren't they?
Oh, yeah.
When
Keep forgetting
Wayne shows
about
up.
that.
Lazar's arrival.
I had completely forgotten about that.
Well,
Yeah, I can't imagine he's going to be coming in for less than
32.
300 grand a
Yeah.
week.
I mean, that's crazy considering.
Well, no, because he's going to be the league's most highest paid coach, isn't it?
Like a
The
manager,
league,
isn't
we're
it?
going to be the highest paid coach
Are they,
in the
managing, are
world.
they splitting his wages in 3? Because obviously the financial fair play thing. In,
Oh yeah,
in the
apparently
Championship.
his playing
Don't worry.
wage is only
Don't worry,
like
they'll find a
50
way around
grand
it.
or something.
They'll find
And
a
then
way
the
that they can
rest
write
of
off
it
his
is-
wage as a tax deduction or something like that. 'cause
Well,
it'll
his
be-
number's
'cause it'll be
32,
played.
isn't it,
32,
to
yeah.
go with the sponsorship?
32,
That's
yeah,
it's an
it's close.
absolute joke. That and good luck to him, because by the time he gets there, they're in the bottom half as it is at the moment. So
Well, hopefully we can give him a good pasting this weekend. Put him in the bottom.
No.
It's not happening, Paul.
Can someone?
I looked at.
Does that smell like 0-0 to anybody?
I looked at. Some
You wish,
scores.
no.
I looked at some scores and I found some interesting scores.
Should we go to those scores now,
in
Andrew?
in Middlesbrough games?
Should we go to those scores now, Andrew?
Middlesbrough don't seem to like any goals, do they?
Well, let's put it this way: they've now played the best part of 300 minutes without scoring a goal.
I know, we thought it
And
was
we were
bad
there
with
for
the
90
Pulis,
of those
right?
I know, I was going to say.
But at this point now, they're like, has anybody got Pulis' number?
In fairness, you know
It's like that, it's like that gif in it of like the Pulis laughing gif, where he's just like.
See, I'm
there
pretty
anything
sure
else?
that nobody other than the Middlesbrough fans ever seen that, but now you're just like, oh, come back.
Is there anything else from the last week?
I don't think so.
Before-
Well, apart from the Leicester game. So Leicester played Southampton last Friday, and it was in Southampton, and they won 9-0.
Yeah.
Do you know what? My dad said, watching football, and I was like, Leicester Southampton
Leicester
on a
versus
Friday
Southampton,
night.
Leicester.
Fuck
Sounds
off.
terrible.
I'm not watching that.
Was that before or after the text came through?
The only reason I knew about it is because I had a look on Twitter, and Stelling had put something.
Was that
about-
even at full time?
No, this was at half time. Stelling had put something along the lines of Southampton fans, don't leave. Like, your team needs you now more than ever, or something like that. And I was like, it's an odd thing to put. I'll just check the score. Oh my.
So,
So what was
1 minute past 9, I received this picture.
So it was half time, and it was 0-5, and Southampton were down to 10 men. So
You can't beat someone who supports a completely different team to you saying, don't go anywhere because your team needs you. It's 5-0, mate. It's hopeless. I'm going home where it's not
I'm
freezing cold.
already-
But this is a man who
usually
supports
when you get-
Hartlepool United. And he's seen his team get fucking pissed.
Usually when you get a 5-0 at half time, it's going to be like 6 at best by full time, isn't it?
Yeah.
Best story ever, Sunderland were losing 3-0 at half time. Oh no, it wasn't even half time, and I think they'd got all 3 of the goals were own goals. Fans started to leave. They don't open the outside doors until after half time, so they had to go back and continue to watch the game. Absolutely top banter.
That's brilliant.
So yeah, so equalled. Well, it's the first time it's been done away, isn't it? But
Yeah.
it's
That's
equalled by
it's
United.
equalled the best Premier League win. I think it's the best away top flight result in history.
Yeah.
Because obviously everyone knows that the top flight football didn't exist until 1990.
No,
when
it's
the
only
Premier
been
League
going 20
started.
odd years.
So
As my dad pointed out though, because he's well happy that he read this. Schmeichel and net for both games.
Yeah, did you see the interview with Brendan Rodgers afterwards? And he actually said Casper's well happy because his dad had the other record and now he's got this one. And I was
I'm
like,
sure that's the record he was after.
do you reckon for the entirety of Casper Schmeichel's playing career he's been thinking, know what I'm going to do today, boys?
that's it. 9-0.
As a keeper,
Course it
I
is.
definitely want to be included in a high scoring
Surely
game.
the only thing he's got left to do now is score. Because his dad scored a couple of
Or
goals.
win the
Yeah.
league a few more times. And
Shots fired.
And the European Cup.
You must love that stat. That the stat that all the fans were cracking out. Kasper Schmeichel has seen his dad win the league, be born, and then win it himself since the last time Liverpool won the league.
Yeah, well,
Oh, sorry, we're sat with a closet Liverpool fan.
hopefully. I thought it was a closet United fan, or is it just
Oh,
everything
no,
red?
he
that he
is.
plays for?
I just don't like City.
Oh no, it's
He's not-
City. That's it.
He's not a closeted fan.
No, I do like to follow the United
on his
results,
sleeve.
to be fair.
It's just anything red, isn't it? That's it.
Yeah. Set
Wait,
Borough.
I was going to say, what?
Well, I'd have thought most of y'all ought to be blue by now anyway. wouldn't they? Oh, I'm so sad about the game again.
God, do we have to?
You're just waiting for Rudy to come back, aren't you? So
Oh
he can
yeah, the
finally
saviour,
score a goal.
Rudy Gestede. Yeah, the saviour, the man who's worth all that money.
Remember it.
Speaking of Middlesbrough,
Andy wants to bring us back on track now.
Middlesbrough played some football. I mean,
We were there.
barely.
We were there.
Did you go?
We did.
To the Huddersfield one.
Did you pay money?
We did. Last
Yeah.
minute decision. Went
Um,
£10 in.
For
to
both of
see-
you.
If only. But it's alright though, because at least we didn't see a miss from pretty much on the goal line, from right in front of us.
At the end of the game, he's like, bloody hell, All I need is Ashley Fletcher to not make a good contact and hit him in a goal.
Seriously, if he'd have let the ball hit him, or if he'd have fallen into the ball, it would have gone in the net. Unfucking believable.
So,
Apparently Ayala got man at match for that,
Yeah, I
didn't he?
missed that. Yeah.
We thought it was the keeper.
We thought it was the
because they'd done
keeper because they did the
with him.
interview on the pitch afterwards, and then on the Middlesbrough Evening Gazette website, they showed pictures of the people, the fans at the ground. So like, I'll have a little quick look through just to see if anything. Oh dear.
Well, me and Paul decided to stay behind after all the other fans because he wanted to
Whoa.
sit down. So there's a couple of pictures of just me and Paul in an empty stand.
So I sent the link to James, and he sent me back just saying a little bit dangerous. That first picture of you could almost look a little bit like a Nazi salute.
Paul's he's
Because I'm obviously pointing at something over there or something like that.
so Tom turned to the dinner on Thursday. It was like, "Do you hear about Paul in the papers?" So I was like, "What?" Like, yeah, him and Panas, just like the only people in this game. Paul's throwing out some.
I'm not sure he will smoke almost in them pictures. They're
Definitely
not good pictures.
Have you not like felt the need to write to the Gazette and explain that you're not even a Borough fan? As well? Just
An open
He sat
letter
there
to
with his
Gazette.
Borough top on.
Borough shirt on.
Yeah.
It's like an outreach programme.
It's one sat there and the other two are literally just me and Paul sat looking at something
It's like-
in the sky. Can't even think what it was.
and when I said £10 for both of you, I was joking that you could have gone as his carer, but you know now it's like
They looked awful.
Wow. Wow.
Obviously, at the point that I looked at the score and was like, "Oh, for fuck's sake!" So neither team managed to put any goals anywhere.
No.
So it
Which
means
I
you've
then
taken
presumed
means
was
you've
going
taken
to
a
be
couple
like
of points there.
was going to be no scores on the.
Did these both go for 0-0?
Yeah.
So loves his own team.
No, knows his own team.
Knows Paul's team 0-0. Me and you, we had hope in this game, so we didn't get any points. 2 apiece for these boys.
I think again in this situation I feel most sorry for James because not only has he got no points but he also spent
£10 out of
10 quid for those no points.
So that was that game. Nottingham Forest versus Hull.
Nottingham Forest did score.
They did.
Let's go here.
Not as many as Hull.
No. So
Which I didn't see coming either. So.
Annoyingly.
20% of this room is actually quite
You sent me a
empty.
message
He
about.
may well
I
have
thought you were
got
playing
the
Sheffield
Forest
Wednesday.
scorer. It's a scorer that he might have gone for.
So it's funny you say that, James, because when I wrote the scores down, I went, "You're telling me the only fucking time I didn't pick him, he actually scores?"
Is this the guy who was just marauding up from right back?
Mike Ash.
Big Matty Cash had a little goal, didn't he? So,
Yes,
yeah.
but also a guy who I'm pretty sure at one point in his career was a goalkeeper scored. McGuinness?
Oh well, he had an eventful game all round, didn't he? I just thought I'll put my shift in, I'll net one. Oh, I'm off now, lads. See ya.
I'm tired. It was a nasty challenge.
Because I just.
I did not see that. Did he? I didn't see a red card come through.
Yeah.
Yeah. it was
Well,
a-
I was just saying, I got it on my. I'd
Notifications?
re-updated my notifications, so it was recording everything. So
Yeah.
as we're playing, I was like, oh, we might
my
have a goal.
phone's gone off. My phone's gone off. Pull it
Someone's
out.
got yellow cards.
Foul.
I did see a spate of the whole Hull team getting booked for time wasting at the end of the game, though. Bloody hell!
Yeah.
Did he get sent off right at the end?
No.
No. They played a good portion of the second half without him.
Good half
I
an
do
hour.
not remember seeing that.
What's great is that, for as far as scores are concerned, bagels all round over his own bagels to say.
So
For
they-
goal scorers,
Did Bowen get one? He got the first, didn't he?
I'm having a point!
no points on the Forest side.
Bowen got the second, I think.
But
No.
James
No, I think Bowen. Oh no, because
Yeah.
Bowen must have scored first.
and
Yeah.
Stu enjoyed points for goal scorers. A whopping week, gents.
That means Stu's won.
A whopping week of scores.
Stu won.
So we've got a lot of zeros.
We've got Saturday's games to add on a minute.
The Wigan Nottingham Forest,
Oh God, yeah.
loads of bagels.
I'd forgotten about that.
Bagels.
Did anybody pick Rubber Dinghy to score first?
The Borough
Can't get washed
West
out.
Brom, there was only a couple
No, that
of
was
points.
Reading.
Ah.
Reading? No.
So halfway through, there was 2 points shared by me and this man. Stu
If
decided
you
to
remember
join
last
us.
time we did the predictions, the games were the next day.
Yeah,
next night, weren't
that's
they?
right.
We've
So-
still got that.
In the Huddersfield-Middlesbrough, 2 points and 2 points. I think you were the only person. No, I'm not, because I've moved it over. So you and Mr. Woodmansey are the only people that got any points out of the Nottingham Forest Hull game. So, brace yourselves for some big numbers here, boys. Paul Williams, over 4 games, you got 2 points. James Panas, that's 3 points.
What?
Me, you know how I love.
You
No,
must
you
have
didn't. No, you didn't. I'm telling lies. I've added an extra one on that. I think you've got 2 points, I believe. Myself loves predicting games correctly. That's 1 point. Congratulations, Stu. You won the week with 3 points.
Congratulations, your prize is in the post.
Yeah.
3 points from 4 games.
3 points from 4 games. How are we spending our winnings, Paul?
There was a time earlier in the season when I was getting 5 points from 1 game.
Alright, mate, come on.
It's like Forest season.
Anyway, we all know there's only one person that correctly predicts games in this room.
We didn't even cover the fact that it was a second. We didn't even cover the fact that it was a
Sit at
second
home.
Middlesbrough game.
Oh no, we're coming to that. Because that's on a different
Sorry.
different page.
Apologies.
Different point in time, isn't it?
James
Let's
is not going to
talk.
let us forget that week that I was here and he predicted there was a 2-2 and he was 1 scorer off.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, I got all the
Score.
scorers across the games.
So I'm doing the scores earlier today, as you know, and I was like Hull versus Derby, cool, 2-0, cool. Okay, right. Okay. So I wrote 0 down in the column for everybody, like 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Moved on. I was like, and that's not right, is it? Because there's points for James, points for me.
Oh, hang on. What did I predict that game as? Did I say it was 2-0 or 1-0? Or
Neither.
2-1?
2-1. And you know I love a 2-1.
I've just thought.
Little point.
Did I say that the same got? He got 2, didn't he?
Just remind me who scored the Hull goals.
They were both Bowen, right?
Jared Bowen scored 1.
Who scored the other one?
And now you're testing me.
I thought Bowen got both.
I'll give you a clue. It was Jared Bowen.
Did
Just
I say?
remind me what you predicted for your
No.
goal scorer.
I'm pretty sure I would have said a Bowen brace.
Bowen times 2.
Oh,
So in one game,
He scored
3 points.
Nice.
So I had to go back, scratch all out the zeros. Then I had
Because
to
you
put
used to
Paul's
always
back
split
in.
it and go Bowen.
Grzycki, yeah.
Peter.
It's like betting on black and red at the same time.
Put 3 points here, 2 points here, because, that's right, I had Bowen down for a little goal, and unfortunately a 0 in the corner.
What score did I pick for that? Because I can't remember.
You've actually called me on that one there. 1 point in the corner.
Oh, that'll do. I'll take it where I get it.
So it goes 3-2-1 on that one, on a sliding scale of a 3-2-1.
Hang on a second, have I got nothing on that one?
You went for a draw.
For fuck's sake.
And,
Without Bowen
you
scoring.
didn't pick a goal scorer on that.
What's going on that one?
For those lovely people who watch on YouTube, it's now becoming apparent why tonight Paul has been moved to the corner.
we forgot the dunce's hat.
I was going to point out the different setup.
Would have
But
brought it
I
in from
thought
work,
I'd just
but
leave it.
I'm off this week.
Remember I was talking about how Middlesbrough don't like goals? It's really hard to get points when you predict goals in
Listen.
a game.
Did you
Andrew.
predict him though?
It's hard. Listen,
And
you don't know how hard it is to play for 75 minutes against a man less and manage to have 1 shot on target. You don't know how difficult that is, Andrew.
for me,
Did Ainsley play again?
Ainsley Pears played because the Championship's best goalkeeper is still sidelined with an injury.
Did Dick still play?
He did not.
It's really difficult to get points out of a game when you predict score and goal scorers.
It's funny because when we were at the Huddersfield game, as soon as you saw like the actual formation, he was like, Digsteel's never gonna. He's never gonna play because he doesn't.
He's resorted to playing a 3-5-2 with the right wing back as a central midfielder. When he's got a right back on the bench.
Did he learn that at Real Madrid? Or?
Do you know what? He probably. I imagine he probably learned it at Stoke under Tony Pulis and at Middlesbrough under Tony Pulis.
Paul, do you want to put us out of our misery?
Howson's not your worst player.
Howson's probably one of, if not our best player at the minute.
I was sat opposite him on Saturday as he went through the emotions of the Middlesbrough 0-0 draw.
That's right, it was 0-0
Fucking hell.
in the Middlesbrough.
You would have thought they could score a goal against 10 men. They've been against 10 men for an hour now. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. Fucking hell. It's not going to happen, mate.
It was the epitome of a game where they could have played all day and still not fucking scored. Oh, brilliant.
Everybody that was in the room predicted goals and goal scorers. So everybody want to guess what the scores were for that game?
No.
I scored as many points as everybody.
Which brings us swiftly on to the Nottingham Forest Reading game.
The ground is next to a river. So,
The ground was the river.
and then the ground became part of the river, apparently.
So here's me expecting to settle into some lovely pennies, lovely wins,
Has it ever
big money.
flooded properly and taken the ground with it?
£1,709.
It's not at river height though, is it?
I think there was one. Okay, it was not that long ago when the River Trent really burst its banks and
Versus it's Gordon Banks.
burst its Gordon back.
So is it up to like the pavement underneath the Trent end?
Yeah, it seeped through the things. So there was like all kinds of. They had to dig up the pitch and all that kind of stuff because there was all kinds of gross stuff from the river.
Dead bodies.
Kind of thing. It is near the meadows.
when they said they wanted a swell of home support, that wasn't really what they were going for.
I received this picture from one James Panas at the weekend.
James Peter Panas.
So no scores or goal scorers for that game. So it was a terrible week.
No, it wasn't a terrible week.
It was a terrible week, James.
It was a great upturn in form for Forest, not playing.
Well, both
miserable.
of the featured teams didn't lose.
Yeah.
I think Paul's like now counting on the fact that you've stopped the rot, as it were.
So we're just going for 0-0 for the rest of the season.
I just don't like the fact that it's so close at the top that you go like 2 losses and don't play, and you were like cruising along at
9th.
goal difference away from top to
This is how like every time that the Forest are at home and it gets to that point in the podcast. So Mr. Panas, 3-0 home win. So for the rest of the season, 3-0 home win, 0-0 for Paul's team. That's got to be it, surely.
Well, let's find out, shall we, gentlemen, as we work our way into this week's games.
Okay.
Paul.
We start with the Richard Keolis derby versus Middlesbrough. We then transition to the Cottagers versus the Tigers, and then we finish off with the Hatters versus the Tricky Trees.
Have they ever been called that? Ever?
Yeah.
The Tricky Trees.
I've never heard that before.
Yeah, my dad calls it all the time.
What is the official nickname? Is it just Forest?
The Reds. Yeah,
Oh!
really kind of creative. Or
Don't
if you're feeling a bit fancy, the Garibaldi
I was going to
Reds.
say something about the Garibaldis.
No, it was hell on one year because the red wasn't Garibaldi red on the home shirt. Jesus Christ. Some people need to go and get a life.
I've only seen Luton in action one time this year.
I have added the Hull game to our predictions, and I've also added Matt's name to our prediction lineup. So
3 games from 5 people. This could take a while.
We have to win. We have to win something.
as there is 5 of us to predict, and there are 3 games, let's get cracking. So,
With the nut.
who's going to take the Middlesbrough Derby game?
I will
first?
go last.
You will. James.
Middlesbrough Derby.
Derby
Derby
Middlesbrough.
Derby Middlesbrough. That has got 2-0 to Derby all over it.
Is that
an
your
awful lot of
score?
0-0?
Yeah.
And your goal scorers are?
Both of them will be Wagon.
Well, he did turn Borough down, so it's not the ex-player. Could have been an ex-player.
0-0, please.
Okay, so who's on the goal scorers?
A third 0-0 in a row.
Yep. We're going to go for a club record.
They've got
1-0 Derby.
Your goal scorer.
Richard Keogh.
What, has he bought a ticket to get in the ground?
It shows how much attention I pay. I don't even know who plays for Derby.
Chris Martin.
No, I can forgive you for that because they all now play for Chelsea.
That's nothing. That
Excellent.
kind of Philip Cocu gets a lot of criticism, and you're like, hang on a minute. Last year they had
Mount,
loads
Laurie.
of Liverpool players on loan and all that kind of thing. See, I'm being completely useless here. I've got no idea who plays for Derby.
If you're only going for
was the
one
lineup
I would
last time
definitely recommend Wagon. Well, it's 3-2
Lawrence,
Tom.
just for shits and giggles. Make sure he hasn't crashed his car this week. Tom Lawrence.
Wonder if he'll go out celebrating if he scores the winner.
Easy. Wait, well, if he does, he'll have to get a taxi or anywhere.
I fancy a 1-0 to Derby as well. I'm changing the goal scorer to
You guys.
Paul Williams.
So funny.
0-0.
Derby 0. Middlesbrough 1.
Oh.
This is the sort of game that just.
I think I know your scorer as well.
Well, I don't even know my scorer technically.
On the
So
middle.
I'll write it down and see if I'm right. Before, obviously. I don't think he's going to go for it.
no, Ashley Fletcher can go suck a dick.
Oh.
You heard it here first, ladies and gents.
Right, I have it written down.
George Saville.
Is that the name on there?
No.
Is it Paddy McNair?
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Right. So that's that. Fulham versus Hull. Stu's at last.
I'll go first. on this one.
Ooh, go on.
Fulham 2,
Ooh.
Hull 0.
He's upset now.
A goal from Tom Kearney, because it's his former club.
Yeah.
And a goal from Mitrovic. Just to
That's
put a nice bow on
hardly difficult. Does anyone else actually score for Fulham?
it. Tom Kearney.
James Panas.
That's what I mean out of the team. Me? Disappointingly,
2-0.
in fact, because Stu's in the room, I'll give him a goal again.
Oh,
It's,
So
wor-
I'll
it's
go-
worked for you before.
I'll go 2-1.
Okay.
let me guess.
Kenny
Bowen.
Mitrovic, Bowen.
Lol.
Okay. It's me next. Cock off pen. Okay. 1-1. Mitrovic and Bowen. Matt.
2-1 to Fulham. A Mitrovic double. And
Solid.
I'm going to go, is it Grosicki?
Ooh, nice. I
Yeah,
like it.
Just as a little kind of,
Camille.
yeah, I like him. He's a good player.
Go on then, Stu.
Well, it worked for me last week, so I'll say 1-0 Fulham and then hope we get some points.
Goal scorer.
Oh, he's like reverse jinxing.
Yep. I'm going to be predictable and pick Mitrovic. Because he's a dirty, dirty bastard. And they tend to score against us, so, you know.
Because he's a dirty, dirty bastard.
Luton versus Nottingham Forest.
Which one of you two's going last?
Ooh.
I'll let Matt.
Oh, he's given the honours over to the guest. What a lovely bloke.
So, Paul or Stu, give me a prediction.
Go on, Stu.
As much as it pains me to do this with two of you in the room,
Oh wow.
Oh, no, they're not going to get results. Stu.
I'm going to pick 0-1. So Forest will win.
Oh.
Oh, I see what he's done there. He's
Goal
double
scorer.
bluffed it.
Yeah. Yes. Why not go with Mr. Lolly? Just because. Give the Hatters a
Do
look.
you want a new pen?
No, it's fine. Paul.
Luton 1. Forest 1.
Oh.
Goal scorers, please.
What the fuck's his name?
What the...
You can't do you can't do that and then be like,
Big
oh
man
yeah,
who plays
said
up
that.
front. James
But-
Collins.
Fuck off.
Yep.
Going for Collins.
Uncle Albert Adams.
Ooh.
I don't know.
What's that one? Is it me? Oh, no, it's you now.
The player that they stole from the borough.
I can't say I know anybody that plays for Luton.
James Collins.
Yeah.
Callum McManaman.
I don't know if he's still playing in the style now. I was going to go for
Bringing out
Tony
Old
Clifford.
Faithful.
But I'm going for Collins.
Of course you are.
But I flipped it, so it's 1-2. Collins.
Yeah.
As soon as he's decided that goals are a thing,
Oh,
I've put
he's picking cash.
put
What a
cash
fucking
down.
what a fucking mistake. What a fucking
and
mistake.
Uncle Albert. James.
0-3, obviously.
No, I fancy
No, realistic score.
Luton score goals, don't they?
Did they?
Ooh.
Yeah. I might go with 1-3.
God. I'll tell you something.
Diverse.
If you're nothing, it's predictable.
Consistent.
Yeah, Collins for Luton. Obviously,
Graben.
one day he'll score again.
Seriously, Lewis Graben breaking all records, having a 50-goal season about me. I fucking hate
He'll
Graben.
come good.
I just hate all
I'm
Forest
not like
strikers.
I don't mean to like dash hopes and stuff,
Miserable.
and obviously I'm not an expert on Luton's regular starting lineup, but this so-called Collins wasn't anywhere near the starting lineup last game. Just throwing that in there.
I don't know if he got sent off in one of his previous games, so he might have been suspended. Unless he was on the bench.
There we go.
2 more goal scorers, please. Unless you want me to put X3.
Grab him for 3. Grab an hat-trick.
Amiobi.
He's actually been decent.
I know, but he's the name of the day. He's Shawler's brother.
I tell you what, he carries the ball, doesn't he?
I like
He's
him.
just got
Yeah.
such bandy legs. It's
When
just
they
so
signed him,
weird.
when they
He's
signed
good.
him, I might have had a bit of a meltdown about it.
Yeah.
But then I watched him the other week. I was like, he's all right.
He's actually all right.
Not too bad. But yeah, the language in our house was not good. I was like, Sammy Amiobi, Sammy fucking Amiobi. That
Silva.
Semi's just like,
his word is definitely with fuck.
Well, I was just a bit concerned when they signed him that we were just
that was going to be it.
flooding the team with just a shit ton of wingers for some reason. Because Osborne had not left at that point, I think. But
Has he even had a game yet for Sheffield United?
I don't know. I tried to make it my business not to watch Sheffield United. I've not actually been to Premier League this year yet.
You've not filled up your senses?
I have not
As
really got the
as Robert
sense.
Kraft once said, finish us off.
Wow.
I've gone 1-2.
You've been sitting on that one for a couple of weeks, haven't you?
I thought now was
Oh,
the time
yeah.
to win it out.
And
Collins?
no, Harry Cornick.
Oh, look at this guy doing his research.
I was like, I have no fucking clue who plays for Luton.
Forest goal scorers.
I'm gonna go Amiobi and Joe Lolly.
Lovely stuff. That is our predictions
I just
for.
absolutely
Do you wanna
should have
pass
said
us that
where I
now?
got the wrong James Collins. I thought, oh, I wonder.
Is it
And
the
it
West
just
Ham
went.
centre-half?
And it just went. He is currently a free agent. I'm like, shit. No, I've got the one born in 1983.
Where do you put the bets?
So I was just
Oh,
gonna
down
say,
the bottom.
So there is a for the scores. Then there is a pound sign, technically, and then there is a total. So
I was going to say, so
second
this
to
week
last
is this
column
this
is
maybe
the money.
an offline
What do you
thing for
mean?
you to do?
Well, I'll do it whilst you lads are talking.
What,
So-
quizzing? Are you not doing the quiz this week then?
Oh, I could do. I could miss the quiz out.
Don't miss the quiz then.
Jeez. Oh yeah, I'll just. I mean this one's going to be a beauty, isn't it? In Rogues Gallery, Jesus. I have got a quiz.
But
It's 80 questions. So I thought we'd have.
Welcome to the first in a 9-part series.
Well, technically, yeah, because I thought we'll have 10 questions for the next 8 weeks.
There you go.
Is anyone's name Collins' scoring record for Luton
pretty
since
good.
2017? 49 goals in 100 games.
That's not bad.
that's just his league
That's
games.
good.
isn't
Does it only show league down here?
it? Yeah.
What's that? Oh right, yeah, nice one.
Oh.
That is good. That.
So what are we looking at, Paul?
So mine is 9-1 Borough, 8-1 Fulham, 11-2 the draw. My return is 584-1. I'll come back to you with the next.
Is there a spare pen on that table?
On the 15th of March 2016,
You can
whilst
use
attending Cheltenham Festival,
You can use mine.
Collins and Milton Keynes Don Sammy Carruthers were photographed urinating into beer glasses before Collins poured it over a balcony. The next day, Collins apologised.
Forgot you got posted.
It's like the yin and yang of podcasting. Yeah, he's not got a bad goal scoring record, but he pisses in glasses.
He's the classic glass pisser.
Was that 1 and 2 glasses as well, or just, you know?
Oh, I didn't report back. Huddersfield Pies.
Oh,
Nay bad.
Top.
Yeah.
Yeah.
official rating.
Top. Official rating, nay 3 bad.
So, what, you can't just do that and leave out the detail, the meat, if you will.
Right, okay, so he sent me up, he goes, obviously you don't really care about this result. So at like 42 minutes, he's like, here's a tenner, you go and get the beers in.
So, hang on, he made you pay a tenner to go and watch his team and then sent you off
Did
like
you
some
drive
sort
or
of
did he
servant.
drive?
No,
I drove so he was back. Yeah, right. So yeah, I drove so he bought
Let's
beer.
go to Huddersfield, Middlesbrough. You drive.
I know.
So,
I offered,
James is 2-0 Derby, 2-1 Fulham, 3-1 Forest, 9-1, 15-2 and 20-1 respectively. Gives him a treble of 1784-1.
we're in, boys.
Might be having a few more.
So I
Huddersfield
watched the
Pies.
free kick then, thought I'll go and queue up. So there was 4 options for the pies. This is good filling while he's messing
It is, it's great.
Good filling.
Quite like the pies.
Easy.
Quite like the pies, if you will. Yeah,
Steak and ale,
Oh.
meat and potato,
Ooh.
chicken curry. And wait for this, he was impressed. Mediterranean pie.
Sounds like it's full of a lot of veg. Get the fuck out.
Don't know what that is.
Mediterranean
So
pie.
I just went,
What the-
I went,
real
I'll have 2 pints and
Mediterranean,
2
or-
pies. What pies do you want? I was like, I don't care. Just give me any. He goes, no, you have to say.
Otherwise, you're
Just
getting
give me
all
2
the Mediterranean
just give me
pies that
2
we
different
never
pies.
sell.
And he goes, no, I need you to tell me. I'm like, right, okay, I'll have a chicken curry one, I'll have a steak and ale. There's no steak and ale.
Oh,
Why did you start with that? Exactly. Which pies do you want?
But
I don't care. Any 2.
Help your decision.
Just to
we
let you
don't have one.
Fortunately, there was meat and potato, so we still don't know what Mediterranean pie is.
It could have been. You could have been there all day. I'll have a meat and potato and a chicken curry. No, we don't have those either. All right, so I'll have 2 Mediterranean pies. You know, and they would have just come out and they would have been like baked to within an inch of their life because they've been there since the start
I
of the
can only
season.
imagine it was
'Cause
just
nobody wants.
tomato and courgette pie or something.
It just sounds horrid.
was it actually listed as?
Ratatouille or something.
Hey, I tell you something. If it's done in the right settings, a ratatouille is not bad.
In a pie.
Not in a pie.
I mean, not in a pie case. Let's be honest. No one wants that shit.
I went to Forest Bradford away last day of the season. It must have been like 5-6 years ago. We got there. They'd sold out of pies before the match had even started.
Jesus Christ.
Weird.
Has everyone seen that? Has everyone seen that YouTube clip? Oh, not well, maybe not a YouTube clip, but it's of the two Forest fans fighting over the last pie.
Doesn't surprise me.
Absolutely fucking brilliant.
Is it from the Bradford game? From the...
Oh, exactly. The away end at Huddersfield's really nice, isn't it? Because it's like you're outside the stand, but like self-contained. Really
Yeah,
nice.
because like the stadium's not kind of like a ball design, is it? It's
No,
every
it's like
every
they're
stand.
It's like 4 completely different
Buildings,
standings.
yeah. So it was like a good little setting because it wasn't too busy because you're obviously only away fans in there. Yeah, it was pretty good.
Well, that's getting finished up because I'm looking at the time and I know like your orders are like. I'm going to tee this quiz up so that we can kick off. Just
Right.
literally the
Live.
moment you finish.
Live football update. Liverpool 4, Arsenal 4.
What? You didn't even see that.
We were 3-2 last time I looked. I did notice though that, you know when we saw it and it was 3-1,
Yeah.
Liverpool had taken the lead with, because I saw the headline, a Mustafi own goal.
Oh dear.
So
What was
a
the
few-
thing where they were offering counselling? Who was that? Like, the Arsenal were offering counselling to one of the players because he got booed by the fans.
Xhaka, yeah. Oh, we didn't talk about that.
We should have talked about that.
Talk about it. You've still got time.
A few things about this quiz. Firstly, it's the Guardian that's providing it. It is 80 questions. We're only doing 10.
Okay.
What it is football quiz around the world in 80 questions.
What?
Get in touch with your inner Phileas Fogg by testing your endurance in this mammoth journey to see how well travelled your football brain is. So the caveats here are, this was published in March 2016. So I always try and give the bear in mind when the quiz was made for any possible answers, etc., etc.
I've got the figures.
These boys have got books, you've got a book. Matt, feel free to use that book.
Just any of these.
Use
These
my
are
book.
specifically my and James's. I'll let you work out which is which.
Oh, this one.
So in
I couldn't
theory,
tell mine, that's mine, without even looking at it.
So, my bet was worth 584 to 1. James's was 1,784 to 1. Yours, Andrew,
Yeah.
599 to 1. Stuart's, 949 to 1.
Nice.
And Matt's, 686.5 to 1.
It's all different.
I feel like I've been
Yeah,
mugged
me.
off by the bookie there. I don't think the man was that outrageous.
so
Has everyone got a
Did you
pen?
predict 0-0 for
you'll have to-
Middlesbrough?
you'll have to
Yeah,
take
that's why I don't think it was that outrageous.
That's why it's not that.
Emma's.
Hang on.
That was the one to lower the odds.
I'll try
surely.
and not break this one then.
Please don't.
Um,
Season 2, quiz 13.
yeah.
If you like. Okay, so like I say, 10 questions. They are multiple choice. I'm going to try and fire through this as quick as.
Fire 'em down,
so
bitch.
that means you have to listen to the answers.
Okay.
Yeah, we're 20 minutes away, don't worry about it.
Oh, I'm sure. I will put my money to say that before the end of this quiz, there's a knock at the door.
Is
Anybody
then
want to
sorry,
take action?
is it 10?
Yes.
Yeah, that one to the hacker.
Right. Question number 1. Phileas Fogg stopped off in what is now Mumbai on his voyage around the world. But at which club in the city did Nicholas Anelka start his managerial journey?
What?
I didn't know he was.
Oh,
I didn't know he was
dear.
on the
So
managerial
This,
journey.
this could be
Super
interesting then this week for you
my
guys.
word.
What's it?
Bengal Mumbai FC,
Oh dear.
Mumbai United,
Oh dear.
Mumbai City, or Mumbai Tigers?
I have an answer.
Fantastic. Question number 2. When Cuco
Cockoo.
Martina
Coco Martina.
scored against Arsenal this season, bear in mind 2016, he became the first representative of which national team to score in the Premier League?
Fuck.
Was it? Oh, Jesus. Jeez. Dominica. Curacao?
Curacao.
Oh, yeah. Cape Verde or Burundi? This part I will remind people that the search criteria for football quizzes is super hard.
Football quiz.
Football quiz.
I don't remember this individual.
He was a right back, I think. And he was shit.
Question number 3.
Hell of a goal, like.
All 4 home nations, England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, played in the 1958 World Cup. Where did it take place?
Oh god, this is right in their wheelhouse, that one.
Brazil, Sweden, France or Switzerland?
Didn't need options for that one.
No, mate. Absolutely not. You bastard.
At this point in time, I'll remind you of the date of the quiz, because question 4 is Northern Ireland will be making their European Championship debut this summer. Who was their top goal scorer in qualifying?
Right.
Johnny Evans, Chris Brunt, Stephen Davis, Kyle Lafferty.
He is another horrible little bastard.
Question
Talk about
5.
Chris Brun like that.
Speaking of Northern Ireland, who was the last player to score a goal for the country in a major international tournament? Was it Norman Whiteside, Jerry Armstrong, Colin Clark, or George Best?
I was really hoping you were going to go all
Give us the options
cross-contamination and go Rick O'Shea for one of them.
Norman Whiteside, Jerry Armstrong, Colin Clark, George Best. Question 6. Which city has the most clubs competing in its country's top division?
City?
It's going to be
Which
Moscow,
city?
isn't it?
Huh, funny you say that, because the first option is Moscow. Rome, Tokyo or London?
Can it... Is there any way it's not London? Come on.
It's
Question 7. How many of the 20 clubs in MLS are based in Canada? Is it 1, 3, 5 or 7?
Was definitely going to put 2.
wrong.
I absolutely wrote 2 and crossed it out.
I wouldn't do that if I was you. Question 8. In which country would you find the world's largest football stadium by capacity?
In which country?
North Korea, Spain, Mexico or China?
You were going to say something then.
I was going to say 2016, but like with the MLS teams. But then no, but obviously the options.
Give me the options again.
No.
I've forgotten them. I said.
Sorry,
No.
I'm distracting people. By.
China, Mexico.
North Korea, Spain, Mexico, China.
Right. Is it North Korea as reported by Kim Jong? Or actually?
I see where you're going this, because they have that record-breaking million-seater stadium, don't they?
Yeah,
In his
and the fact
backyard.
that the fact that he's like the world #1 golfer and or
Yeah.
whatever it is,
Yeah.
and he's got his unicorn lair underneath the city.
Allegedly.
He's probably
Allegedly.
claimed that he does have the world's greatest stadium. I don't know.
It's getting warm in here again. I think that's the nuclear heating.
Number 9. In 2002, on the same day as the World Cup final, the other final took place between the world's 2 lowest ranking nations.
Oh, God.
Who won the game?
Oh, shit.
Bhutan?
Bhutan.
Eritrea?
Eritrea.
Yeah.
What?
Montserrat?
Montserrat.
Solomon Islands.
I love that they did that. Same day as the World Cup panel, just have the worst 2 teams play against each other. Absolutely brilliant.
Your 10th and final question. Eibar?
Eibar. I-E-B-A-R.
Yeah, made their debut in the La Liga in 2014. Which current Premier League player had a brief spell with the club?
Ooh.
Ah, jeez.
Jose Perez.
David Silva, Jesus Navas, Caesar
Azpilicueta.
Yes. Jeebus.
Oh my.
Is anyone else happy to share that they've just guessed a lot of?
Yep.
Yes.
Pretty much.
You say that all the time, though. I don't believe
Yes,
you.
I do.
Guessed them all correctly. It's usually the way that one goes.
More than me.
I didn't get many of those right, and I did guess. So, does anybody need anything repeated before we crack on?
Not necessarily, but I've just seen that Matt has done his answers as A, B, C, or D.
I've done,
I can work
I've done
with
a
that.
mixture.
Oh God.
Oh, sorry.
You're the worst. Number one.
I'm the worst.
Phileas Fogg stopped off in what is now Mumbai on his voyage around the world, but at which club in the city did Nicholas Anelka start his managerial journey?
I really hope we've all picked one of the
Bengal. I went A, the Bengal.
I went
Things.
D, just the Mumbai Tigers.
answers. I went for Mumbai City.
I went.
Tell me you went for Mumbai United.
No, of course I went for the Tigers. Why would I not?
Would anyone like to guess
If it's Mumbai United,
who was right?
Nobody.
do you know
Mumbai
it?
City was named the club's player manager in July 2015.
You were right. Do you know that?
Nope. Literally guessed it.
When it said City, I was like, oh, he played for City, Man City.
We played for
I know
everybody.
he played for everybody, but Man City came up and I thought, oh, I bet that fucking team's linked to Man City as
Just
well.
putting it out there, if anybody from Mumbai City is listening, you had a chance there to give your team an original name, and you put fuck all thought
I
into
know.
it.
I was like, Bengal,
I know.
Mumbai. I was like, yes.
Bengali Mumbai.
In fairness, though, you'd probably go to the Indian League and every other team will be ex-Tigers.
I know, but I'm pretty sure it's like Pune City. A lot of them are City, I think.
City
Yeah.
United and
Number 2, when Cuco Martina scored against Arsenal this season, he became the first representative of which national team to score in the Premier League?
I have gone Burundi.
Cape Verde.
I went Cape Verde.
I went C, whatever
See,
that
Cape
was.
Verde, I think that was.
So I am the only person that got it right,
Ah.
which is interesting. Curacao.
Curaçao, nice.
Martina is only the second player from the Caribbean island to play in the Premier League after West Brom's Shelton Martis. All 4 home nations, England, Scotland, Wales and Northern Ireland, play in the 1958 World Cup. Where did it take place?
Sweden.
I went Brazil.
Sweden.
I know
Brazil won it.
I know in their two's head they went, in this year it was this one, in this
Yeah.
year it was the other one. Yeah.
Sweden. Brazil beat Sweden in the final.
I didn't actually know Sweden made it to the final.
Number 1. Northern Ireland will be making their European Championship debut this summer. Who was their top scorer in the qualifying?
Kyle
It has to
Lafferty.
be Lafferty, doesn't it? He's the only forward.
He scored 7 goals in
Horrible
qualifying,
fuck.
as many as Gareth Bale, Wayne Rooney,
Seems
Oh,
like
no.
what you've done.
Steve
You've called him
Fletcher,
and then he's broken your pen.
I've broken my pen because he's a fucking bastard.
Call him a little bastard, though.
See,
Not
I was
poor
pretty,
guy.
I was pretty sure it was Lafferty, and then after the question when he goes horrible little bastard, I was like, yep, I've got that one right.
Paul.
Speaking of Northern Ireland, who was the last player to score a goal for the country in a major international tournament?
Jerry Armstrong.
That's who I went for.
I went for George Best.
I went Clark, so we all went different.
I went with George Best.
I wanted to go Whiteside.
Stew.
It's either Norman Whiteside or Jerry Armstrong.
Put a little point down
82
there.
Wow,
World Cup.
I have actually
Clark scored
got a
against
point.
Spain in the World Cup 1986.
Oh, damn it. I thought Jerry
Ah,
Armstrong scored against Spain.
nice.
That's why they have him on as a pundit.
He's
Number
got-
6. Which
I
city
think
has the most clubs competing in its country's top division?
Has to be London.
I'm going to look like a right twat if it's Moscow now, because I did actually go London in the end.
Yeah, I went London
Oh,
too.
London.
Oh, it is Moscow.
London has 5 clubs in the Premier League, 6 if you include Watford, compared to 4 in Moscow, 2 in Rome and 1 in Tokyo.
I thought London had more than that, but I'm thinking 2016.
Yeah.
Number 7. How many of the 20 clubs in the MLS are based in Canada?
3. Vancouver, Toronto, and
Montreal.
Montreal Impact, Toronto FC and Vancouver Whitecaps FC. Number 8. In which country would you find the world's largest football stadium by capacity?
I think it is. I think
It's
it is
the
North
American
Korea
art,
because they've
isn't
got
it?
150,000 seater.
I've gone Mexico.
Oh, Mexico.
Have North Korea really
He's,
got
well,
one,
hang on, he's pulling that face. Paul's right, isn't he?
The Rugando 1st of May Stadium in
Pyongyang.
Pyongyang can hold up to 150,000.
Who says so, though?
Who's seen it?
In 2002, on the same day as the World Cup final, the other final took place between the world's two lowest ranking nations. Who won the game?
Now, I wanted to say Montserrat before the answers came out, so I've gone for Montserrat.
I've gone for Solomon Islands.
I went Solomon Islands as well.
Just to be different, I went Bhutan.
I went Solomon Islands. I was wrong.
Oh, if he's right.
He's always right.
Bhutan beat Montserrat 4-0
You
to
shit
secure
house.
their first official victory. Montserrat stayed rock bottom of the FIFA rankings.
At least you made the final.
And final question. Eibar made their debut in the La Liga in 2014. Which current Premier League player has a brief spell with the club?
Navas.
I was Perez.
I went Silva.
I went Aspilicueta.
Oh, we all picked someone different. Nice. So someone's right.
I went with Navas.
Wrong.
Got it wrong.
Okay.
It's you, Alan.
This guy.
Well, this person played 35 times for the Basque club, scoring 4 goals. David Silva.
Sweet!
Possible 10
Not this
points
guy.
there, gentlemen.
I don't know what I've done to this pen, but I have apparently fucked it.
That's probably a problem.
Probably a problem.
What's the score to beat?
What pens don't want to be done to
The
them.
score to beat
Just wanna
is
write.
not a brilliant
football.
one.
Who's actually going to write?
You know, he'll still won.
We're not including Paul in this one.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Score to beat is 2 out of 10.
I scored 6.
Oh, you knob.
5.
I got 4 as well, and a different 4 to you.
Yeah.
Between us, we're all right. But
Can we do the guest thing?
Unfortunately, that's not how it works for this one, boys. Right.
You're so annoying, Paul.
Cheers, love you too, James.
Please, somebody come and beat it.
with a stick.
You've won it on some ropey
Does
North
anybody-
Korean answer that we can't verify as well.
Have AOB.
Did
On
you
for
want?
me.
Did you want to talk about Xhaka or not?
I just know that he just walked off like a twat, to be honest.
He was getting booed off. So rather than just taking it,
Like a man.
like a man who gets paid thousands of pounds a week,
He was
The
getting
club captain.
he was getting booze before they actually subbed him
Yeah.
as well, though, wasn't he? And then it just ramped up
Yeah.
as he was walking off.
He didn't exactly help himself by giving it the old like Hogan cupping of the ear as he's walking
And he
off.
was giving it that as well,
Yeah.
as if to say, "Come on, let's really hear
Talk-
it."
And then he took his shirt off, didn't he?
Yeah, and pretty much threw it at the
He
ground.
didn't- no, he didn't throw it
He
down.
didn't know he kept it because they were saying if he'd have thrown it, he'd have
That
been
he'd
in
been
like
done,
serious
yeah.
issues.
Did,
But he's the
He
captain.
went straight down the tunnel though, didn't he? He didn't even go to the bench.
But
Off he
they
went.
went, I think I saw something on Instagram where it was like listing up like what's gone on with like the previous 5 captains or whatever, and it was like
Gallas sat on the pitch.
Fabregas refused to play to get a move. X-person, then like Koscielny
oh god, yeah.
disappeared. Now Xhaka's just called the fans twats or told the fans to fuck or whatever.
This is the height of management that Middlesbrough wish they had when something like that happens and the manager's statement is, well, he needs to come out and apologise, doesn't he? Really?
He's done wrong.
That'll be that degree in rocket science working out nicely for him.
Speaking of people not leaving the pitch in an appropriate manner, did you see the LA derby
No.
in the MLS playoffs?
Didn't one of them get beat 8-1 or something?
LA
like that?
City won 5-3 against LA Galaxy, to
Right.
which was
Who are
possibly.
LA City?
That's
just
who
like a
Vela
new-
plays for.
It's that new Lego
But
collection.
as Ibrahimovic was walking off the pitch, LA City was giving him loads of abuse, to which he then grabbed his junk, told them to suck it, and walked off to then say, "I might stay in the MLS, but if I leave, everybody will forget it."
He's such a big headed bad.
But yes, the grabbing of his junk on the way off was quite. Yeah.
Loves it.
See you later,
I
guys.
think
Exquisite.
that
Thank you,
feels like
Zlatan.
quite an appropriate point to finish on.
Yeah. I think, yeah.
Right, well, thank you very much, gentlemen.
Thanks for coming down,
Bye.
guys.
Thanks very much.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
You still classy?
You need to come up with your own catchphrase.
No, absolutely not.
You stay classy, Jonathan Woodgate.
Oh.
So there you go, what do you think to that? Another one done, another week in the bag, another week of games gone, and another week of games to come. Big thanks to Stuart and Matt for making the trip over, it's always appreciated. Everybody on YouTube watching, make sure you're subscribing, everybody jump over to the cookiecast.com, send us some love over there, tell us what you're up to, all that good stuff. So there you go, another week gone. Until next week, I'm going to say bye, and I'll see you then. Bye.